up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino, and we'll get straight into it. Long before that was rap music as we know it, rap music as we understand it, and as it's constructed today. Um, Long before that was rap music, that was violence. Long before that was rap music, that was hate, that was racism, and many other societal ills that have been attributed to rap music as being the sole reason for these things I mentioned and other things. And I put emphasis on the word soul because um, that is what media will make you believe. That is what media has actually portrayed throughout history, the history of hip hop and rap music, when they want to take something and scapegoat it and say, well, this is the reason why this is happening and this and this and that. Um, and I'm going to come back to that part. The truth of the matter is, does rap have a big influence on the behavior that goes on in the hood and the streets and in the inner cities and all that? Absolutely. We can't look over that. We can't act like it has certain aspects of rap music have not served a detrimental purpose to our community. It absolutely has, because the music is influential, it's powerful. The lyrics, when applied to certain beats, and uh, it brings that side of us out in some cases that we are not able to separate just listening from actually doing. So I don't want y'all to think that I'm oblivious to that, because I'm a person who speaks on that pretty regular. But we're also not going to let the root cause of those conditions, which again existed long before rap, we're not going to let those off the hook as well. Um, the conditions of the inner city, the conditions in what we know as the hood, they've been this way from day one for us, and it is an intentional method. It's an intentional scheme that's been imposed, because we have always been the people who are so resourceful that we're able to make something out of nothing. And we did the same even in our worst conditions. We would sing, we would dance, we would create um, music, and we would, even with food, even when they gave us the worst of the worst, we would somehow take it and make the best of it. If there is a best, we made the best of it. So when rap came along and they saw the financial benefits of it, but they also saw a way to incorporate their genocidal strategy into the music as well, by swaying the direction, changing the direction of the music, and signing artists who they push and promote to create negative content, and letting that content have its influence on those who may be a little more impressionable, and boom, now they're feeding the prison system through that pipeline, which is music. So when you study and go to the root of these things, we would be wise to not try to make rap be the root of it. This music was originally intended as as an escape, as a form of as a unifying presence, not a destructive presence. It was turned into that, and the conditions that we were already in were being spoken about in the music, but not in a glorifying light, not in a way to promote, push it. That came a little bit later. And when that came a little bit later, the very people who signed that type of music, who marketed and promoted that type of music placed blame on the people that they signed, promoted, and marketed doing that music. So the scheme is a lot deeper than what the surface might imply. And the purpose of this video is to make us not be deceived uh, by what we think we see. Is there a personal responsibility for the rappers to uh, clean up and change the content in their music? Absolutely. Absolutely. Because once you understand that we do have influence, because the same way that um, some of the music has had a negative influence, much of the music has had a positive influence on people as well. But that side tends to get overlooked a lot because we ain't trying to, well, that's not the goal. We don't want that positive side. We don't want to hear any testimonies about how this rapper changed the hood, how this rapper altered the thinking and the thought process of people for the better. We don't want to hear those stories. We want to keep perpetuating this this negativity and keep these Negroes out here killing themselves and killing each other, and then blame the music as if we are savages. Um, we're not savages at the root of us, but we've been caused to carry out savage behavior. So when you think about all of the bloodshed that was carried out against us in the 20s, in the 30s, with nobody rapping in this form during the time of Black Wall Street, but violence existed, and it was carried out outside by others outside of our community. Stealing was going on because you were stolen. The whole people was stolen. Can't blame that on rap music. A lot of cases, um, survival led to a lot of the decisions that people in the inner city carried out because of the conditions that were already in place and already imposed. So before you get caught up in what media pushes and say, well, rap's to blame, and like I said, I hear a lot of people in the hood blaming rap. Man, it's that rap music. It's that rap music. I'm like, dude, you got to be smarter than that. Are we to be held responsible? To a degree, yes. But if a branch on a tree has a piece of bad fruit on it, that is what it is. But the truth be told, there's something going on at the root that we gotta fix. And at the root of this thing is a system that takes everything meant for good and they twist it and turn it into something negative. So do your research, man, and don't be so quick to fall in line with everything they say. All right, man, it's your big brother K-Rino. Check it out, man. Look, got a few clips of the new episode of Underground Dialogue Podcast, episode 8, are up now. So y'all go over to the podcast channel and y'all check those out as well, man. And I'll hit y'all with another one real soon. All right, peace.